All right. Hello all. Welcome back to the Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video here. So obviously last night we did have the reveal, and it did in fact turn out to be Android 16. I actually did point him out as a possibility, and I even got the clue correct. That the 16 circles were pointing towards Android 16. So that was pretty cool to see that. Because it didn't seem like a lot of people really got that hint. I was honestly still leaning more towards Hellzone Piccolo. I thought that maybe it could have potentially been a stretch, just going like, oh, 16 circles equals Android 16. But no, it was correct. And he looks to be really, really good. Then we also have Android 17 from the Tournament of Power, or rather, like right before it, I suppose. And he also looks to be really, really good. I think both of these guys are in contention for like number one, number two, whatever best, like TUR, Dokkan Fest TUR, and like banner unit. I do think so. I mean, we'll have to see once they're in game, of course, but they both look to be really, really crazy. Now you can ignore all these tabs up here. That's pulled up for a different video. I'm probably going to record right after this. But what we're doing here, so I did do the full breakdown as well as the defense calcs earlier on, of course. However, I have not yet done the 55% defense calc. So that is what we are doing here. And just to jump right into this, so something that's really important to note here is 16 is a character that specializes in just like flat out tanking. He doesn't have a counter, he doesn't have dodge, he doesn't have like a nullification. He just tanks. This is my style of character, I will say. But with this style of character, every bit of defense helps, right? Um, Especially because he's AGL. He gets 5,400 total, or 5,400, however you want to phrase it, from the being like rainbow. So from I'm speaking of from here to being rainbow, because this is 0% in the hidden potential. It's an additional 5,400. From 0% to 55% is 2,000 to every character, right? Well, I mean, I think there's some exclusions to that, but for the most part. So when you're talking about an AGL character, especially that's meant for just flat out tanking, every bit of raw defense is going to make a pretty big difference. So these numbers obviously are not the highest here, and as we scroll down, and to be fair, I did say this was even for like Rainbow 16. I did feel that you're going to want to like the first turn could potentially be troublesome. But from that point on, I mean, he does get significantly better. Even at 55%, he does get significantly better. Uh, but it's not nearly as impressive as he is at Rainbow, for sure. Now, I think it is worth noting. I mean, we've been getting these since, what was it, Gohan Goten Trunks? The special defense equips. I believe it was them that started it. Every single premium release, so the main character of a new banner, not the banner unit, but the main character, has come with special defensive equips. I mean, I suppose there's been the attack equip in there as well, and I think there's like, it's not just specifically the defense equips, but obviously for the calcs, I mean, the special defense equips, right? Um, so those most likely 99.999% are going to be coming. And I think raw defense, full raw defense is the way to go on this guy. 100%. So even at 55%, I think you'll be able to make him look a lot better with raw defense. So we'll have to see. I don't like to get ahead of myself and do those. I think they are coming, but just to play it a little safe, a little cautious, right? I do like to wait Now, we should have the data download tonight, roughly around, I think it should be something like 9, 10-ish p.m. my time, roughly, somewhere in that ballpark. It is currently 7:57 a.m. at the time I'm recording this. I don't know exactly when I'm going to upload it. Probably going to wait for a bit more people to wake up, right? So it is probably like 13-ish hours, 13 to 14 hours out at the time I'm recording this, from when we should see the data download, because I do expect Android 16 will go live 12 a.m. my time on the 28th, is when I'm expecting him to, that all day. Or actually, did they move it to, things come out at 11 p.m. now, don't they, actually? I'm just now realizing, let me check on my phone here. Mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku, what time did you come out? Okay, well, I suppose he came out at a bit of a different time. Yeah, actually, I can't recall. It should be like 11 p.m., 12 p.m. my time, or 12 a.m., excuse me. Somewhere in that ballpark that he comes out. So, within the next 2 days, I do expect him to release. Long story short. And I think he's going to be pretty crazy. Now, I'm not going to be summoning. I'm saving. I think this is worth noting. 11th anniversary. I'm going to keep saying this. Every new banner. 11th anniversary. It's a little over 2 months out at this point. Like, the characters will be live in game in like 2 months and a couple of days, essentially. Take that as you will. But I would say now is the time to save, especially for when we're considering 16, right? And let me go down to the, there we go, the 55% calcs for his banner unit. So something to consider, right? And why I think it's a very good idea to save is this guy's team is androids or uncontrollable power. Androids or uncontrollable power. So I have both these pulled up. And then I have up to, yes. There we go. Okay, these three. So androids here, I'm gonna, this is what I was talking about. Like, I do plan to make a video discussing some of the stuff I expect coming to this category, as well as with the celebration in general. There are a lot of potential buffs that this category could get, but we don't know if if it's going to happen, and if it does, I mean, how good they will be. But currently, right, it's realistically, I mean, we have 16, who's crazy, 17, who's crazy, right? And from there, I think like Hellfighter 17 is definitely really good. He just needed a team, and now he has it, so he should be really crazy. And then I haven't been the biggest fan of Super 17, but I do think if you're running this guy like on a rotation, so like say you have the Tournament of Power banner unit 17 and Android 16 as one rotation, and then you have the unit super as well as at least 2 super SAFX from the banner unit 17, you're talking 84% SA phase defense. Super 17 only gets 30% on his 12 key. Now, to be fair, he can get additional supers, additional 12 key supers. But I do think he actually will get a lot from 16, 17. Like, this team, he should actually look pretty crazy on. We'll see, but I think I may potentially like him. I'll definitely have to try him out. Although, to be fair, I think something with this team, I mean, you are going to need your own 16 and 17. I'm not going to be summoning, so. I think he'd be crazy, though. Another character we're throwing out is Super Easy A Cell. I think actually may get a bit of a resurgence here. Keep in mind, he does not have any SA phase defense, and you do already want to be above 70% HP at all times for Tournament Power 17 to have his Scouter. So when we're talking about this guy, I mean, he has the HP regen. You know, he has the additional with a high chance. I mean, if you have a hidden potential, right? I mean, this guy could get a lot of HP regen, as well as with like the Rainbow Key Spheres being generated by 17 on the team, and all the SA phase defense. I think this guy could potentially have a bit of a resurgence. I do think so. So that could be something worth, looking into once these guys go live. But besides them, like, I don't know that SDR Cell or AGL Cell are really going to be that crazy on this team. They I mean, they're pretty decent on the Omega setup, but specifically like on just like androids, because they're not gonna have like big bad bosses, and that will affect Super Easy A Cell as well. But he's a bit different because he just, full damage reduction as long as you get the Rainbow Key Spheres. I think he could be pretty good. So long story short, 16's crazy, 17's crazy. They both, once again, I genuinely do think both of them, not one or whatever, both of them, I think 16 could be the best TUR. I think overall, I think he could be the best Dokkan Fest TUR, and I think Banner Unit 17. I think he's very clearly the best banner unit, just in general, and he could be one of the best TURs in general too. So he's very crazy. They both look very crazy, but the androids team is not a team right now. We need to see what this celebration is going to bring. So that's why I have all that stuff pulled up. I do want to discuss that in a separate video before we know what all's coming. I think it could be really good, but I would just once again, 16 is a character that's probably going to look best with a lot of dupes. 17, he should be fine at 55%, pretty much. But 16 will need a lot of dupes, potentially. And let me just go back up to his defense calcs. Like, he is a character, once again, I mean, when you're talking about these damage reduction guard characters, every bit of raw defense equip really helps him, like, massively jump up in power. Especially when he's AGL and he gets so much value from dupes. I really think if you're going to be summoning for this guy, you're going to be summoning for dupes as well. And the androids team is not exactly in an extremely good state right now. So, I mean, when considering all of those things, plus once again, I mean, anniversary is rapidly approaching. I don't think it's wise to summon until at least until we know what the Christmas Carnival is, because in the featured discount thing that'll last all month or however long his banner's up for, right? So I would say if you do want to summon for this guy potentially, wait. But it's your stones. You do what you want. But there we go. There's the 55% defense calcs. I do think they're both really crazy. It's just the team. They need more than themselves to be crazy. They need the team to be crazy, and I don't know if we're there yet, but we could be there. I mean, there's once again, there's a lot that could come to this celebration, but we need to see what Dokkan actually does, of course. But that being said, I'm going to end things here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care.